You should never buy an Homage watch, especially an Homage watch from China.
Hey everyone, it's Chris from 8 Bells. All is well. Gator Chris, follow him. If you're not, why? What's the point here? What are we all here for? Let's follow each other. Anyway, great content, and I was team never homage, never clone or super clone. I'm still kind of not a super clone fan, but he makes a great point. I thought using the analogy of the polo shirt was brilliant actually, because it helped me start to think of it in those kind of terms. But also, my wife, who just had a birthday not too long ago, it was a milestone birthday. I can't tell you what year. She'll deny it. But she wanted a Cartier, and she swore up and down she wanted a Cartier tank, and that's the it watch, and everyone has a Cartier tank, and she loves it. And we went to the Cartier store like 3,000 times, and she tried it on and tried it on and wore it and said, "Oh yeah, that's for sure." But I was skeptical because it wasn't really her style. She wasn't a watch person. She didn't really have a lot of experience with watches, and me being me, wanting to be helpful, I said, let's try something. So I bought her this watch, and it's a Seiko, and Seiko is a great brand, and these are you've seen these. They have the leather version too. They have other bracelet versions, but it's a Cartier. I would call it an homage watch. It's same in style, similar specs in terms of materials and wearability, size. That was the thing. And it's a Seiko, so it's a great watch. It's a court watch. So is the Cartier, but it's got a good movement. It's a solid watch. And I said, wear this for a couple weeks, see how you like it. It's like a test drive. This is one thing you don't get to do with a watch, trying it on in the store, is like working your day to day. And that's the point I was trying to make. And she wore it, and not even a week later, she was like, she stopped wearing it. She didn't like it. She said it was too small for her, and it was too thin. She wanted something thicker. And I think Gator Chris makes a great point. You like the style, you like the color, you like the aesthetic. You may not have the money for it, but also you want to really try out the watch daily. Funny enough, the watch he was wearing, the San Martin, I had that watch. Well, not that watch. I had the Rolex. I actually bought a Starbucks. I traded in a bunch of stuff. I sold a bunch of things. I saved every nickel. I had a milestone birthday myself, and 50, and I bought this watch, and I loved it. I thought this was my grail. This is all I'm gonna need. I'll ever need. I'll ever want. This is what I'm gonna have. And probably 4 or 5 months in, I was like, it's hard to wear because of the green. And even though I loved it, I'm not a flashy guy. I try not to be a flashy guy. And it was difficult to wear, to pair up with. I like coordinating outfits. It was hard to wear. And it is a flashy watch. I will tell you too that at one point I had the Batman. And the same thing, that black and blue just stands out. And so it's a lot of lessons learned because had I worn those types of watches before, that were much cheaper, and I would have saved myself a lot of pain and anguish and money, having tried those watches on first to see how they wear and how they are, would have been a great thing. And at the end of the day, Gator Chris makes a great point, which is they're quality build watches. So even if you decide you never want to have it, you get to have a great watch, and that's the key. You get to have a great watch. So I really appreciated his take on it. I'm softening on the homage type pieces. Again, I'm not a big fan of super clones or clones watches. I don't like replicas. Those are not good. But I think he's onto something there, and I would agree with that. And and my wife would agree too, because now she has a different Cartier, one that she did like, that we did try out for a week, and it really worked. Anyway, I hope you guys do well. I will be back again soon. I'll talk to you again, and take care.